Do the freaks in the press make it impossible to guess? Yeah, it seemed the media's priorities make us overestimate the size of minorities, groups that is. In a new study, Americans were asked to guess the percentage of various groups in the United States. And like my clothes at one of Hemmer's hot tub parties, our guesses were completely off. For example, people thought nearly a third of the country was gay. The actual number, 80%. No, I'm kidding. 3%. Transgender people were estimated to be 21% of the population when it's allegedly 0.6% in reality. Perhaps some of the non-binary people may have been counted twice. Study participants guessed that Jewish people were 30% of the country when they're actually closer to 2%. I didn't know that. And African Americans were estimated at 41% compared to 12%. I haven't seen this many exaggerations since January 6th.
Nice one, Greg.
Oh, thank you. That's God. But it gets sillier. People thought 30% of all U.S. citizens lived in New York City. A Democrat's wish. And another third live in Texas. Well, a lot moved there from New York. It's weird. Did these people decide 30% was the right number for everything? Well, it is what I tip the deuces when I have them walk on my back. Anyway, these questions weren't that tough. How do people this bad at math even survive?
Wow, that is a lot of candies.
Yeah, how many think are in there? Like 4 or 5?
Are you serious?
Well, not more than 7.
7?
Hey, could you pass me the box of tissues?
What do you mean, like pick it up? What do you want me to rent a forklift? That's probably 90 pounds.
I'll do it.
Whoa, check out She-Hulk over here. All right, Ted, I'll see you later. I'm crossing the street right here.
Watch out for the traffic.
What are you talking about? Those cars are like 500 yards away. I got plenty of time.
R.I.P. Kat, this is true in so many places. Like, I was thinking there are fewer tennis players that merit an interest in Wimbledon.
I don't know anything about tennis.
See what I mean? You proved my point. Do you notice this trend?
Yeah, I guess. I was shocked by some of the numbers, though. I don't think it's only 3% of the population's gay. I think it is 30%.
Really?
Yeah.
Of your friends?
Like 99% of my friends are gay, yeah.
Yes.
So, like, adjusting for my sample size, 30% definitely gay. So they were wrong on that one.
Dana, I could tell you love this story.
I did love this story.
We're talking about it, but it does have consequences. I mean, people have a really distorted sense of, like, police brutality. Because remember, Democrats thought that it was like the number of unarmed black men killed by police numbered in the thousands.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then it turns out that it was something like in the less than 100.
Well, it's like actually a 2 dozen, including white and blacks, white victims and black victims.
Yes, and and I was reading it thinking, well, this is how I explain to my husband when I buy all these things that I think are on a discount. I'm like, oh, it wasn't a 40% discount, it was a 4% discount. Oh, I didn't realize that. But this is a big problem, though, for people who are trying to estimate, like, what we should do in terms of inflation, right? What is the policy prescription? Like, their answer is buy an electric vehicle, but that costs $80,000.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, kill your pet. Charlie, could this be what is propping up identity politics?
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you had the real information, identity politics would collapse.
Well, and I think that's the whole propaganda game that's going on. And yes, it is true. Americans are probably pretty bad at math. I speak for myself. I cannot balance a checkbook. But the silver lining here is Americans are also really bad at demographics. That's not the way they look at one another.
Yes.
We look at one another as just being sort of, we're in the same, doing the same thing, we have the same interests. We don't look at people based on demographics. The only people who do are the media, and they can't stop. But I have to make one thing that makes me wonder about some of the numbers here. They said that 88% of Americans actually own a car, but only 83% have a driver's license. So there are 5% of people out there who own a car but don't have a driver's license.
I was that person for a while, you know?
Going rogue.
I can understand it the other way around. I don't understand.
Well, maybe they were sleeping in their car, Charlie.
Or
That makes no sense.
Or maybe, maybe they own a car, but they drive it like Beto, and they lost their license. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those deals.
But then why are they being honest about it to somebody that calls them up on the? You would think
Why do you
that
think
would be
everyone
something they would lie about.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we're really going down a tangent here.
I know.
have theories.
I want to ask you: does your wife overestimate how much you don't look homeless?
I don't know. Like, I don't ever think I look homeless. I think I do. I look like I'm running like a Liberace tribute band over here,
Yes,
if
you are.
anything, where I'd have at least the tour bus to sleep in. I don't think homeless is fair. I think the reason the estimates are high is the end result of identity politics, in that everybody wants to act like they're living an inclusive life.
Yes.
Oh, I'm surrounded by gay people and black people and transgender people everywhere I go.
Yes.
And you want to sound virtuous to the guy
same person.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But it is amazing to think that transgender people are only 0.6% of the population and somehow have 33% of the gold medals in swimming. That's impressive.
That's great. That was a great joke. Now I can't use that tomorrow.
Yeah, sure you can.
Yeah, maybe
Stop
people
it.
will forget. Some groups are, yeah. In this day and age, we're playing this up. I actually think that number might be lower, but you'll never be able to know because now you have gender fluid.
Yep.
It's influencing that. So it's like the authentically trans, the person who goes through the surgery and whatnot, is probably smaller, but
it's inflated.
Yeah.
Don't forget, there's currency in claiming this type of status now.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, if you claim to be a member of some type of minority or marginalized community, that's now like, give me something. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. The only one I don't buy is 4% bisexuality. That would not fly in my search history. That's all I'm saying. Sorry.
Up next, when it comes to Kanye, the Grammys say no way.